thing. I know this might seem a little crazy, but it just showed up on my bed. The mask chose me. Whoa, that is full-on magic! Let's see what I can do.
I hope you do well. Hope you live in the Vida Ultra.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So, I mean, first of all, I'm watching the series. I've seen the first 2 episodes. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. JR, the first question I want to ask is for you is, you have been forced to team up with quite the firecracker. So which is more difficult, to save the world from all of these villains or to save Scarlett from herself?
Oh my goodness, it's a close tie. It's a close tie. It's like right here. It's neck and neck. I feel like it's equally as challenging, especially for Black Scorpion, because she challenges him. You know, Ultraviolet challenges him in such a way sometimes that he can't even. He's like, what do I say? You know, I think that is definitely a challenge for him. I feel like the crime fighting, he might have a hold of it a little bit. You know.
Definitely. And then what about for you, Scarlett? He's like, leave the phone alone. This isn't for points. Did you really kind of go into the whole kind of social media thing? Was that something that was important for you? Are you very much on social media? Did you kind of really appreciate this like social commentary that the show does, that it's kind of saying there's more to life than just social media, no?
Yeah, I definitely think, you know, in my generation, I use social media a lot. I'm not going to lie and say I don't, I do. But I think that that's something that it's really special that they show on the show, that also social media can be very negative as well as it can be positive. So although she gets, you know, this recognition and all this from social media, I think the whole idea that, you know, social media isn't everything is something that's really important to show, you know, for kids that are my age, you know, as they grow up and they can see that social media isn't always positive and there's more to life than just, you know, living on social media. And I think that's something that's really important and I thought I could relate to.
Absolutely. And then I want to talk about JR, about you. You go really dark and broody when it's time, no? And Batman, for example, every time a new actor does Batman, he always gets criticized for his really dark and broody voice. So I want to ask you, how did you get into that kind of persona and that just get that voice just toned right?
It was a lot of vocal lessons. With Patrick. Remember Patrick, Scar?
Patrick.
He was so great, kind of teaching me how to do it in a healthy way. To stay there without ruining the voice. But for me, it was, you know, I was inspired by Batman, and the character was inspired by Batman. And Christian Bale, for me, I always had Christian Bale. I always had a Dark Knight on or Batman Begins. I always had one of the, you know, Christopher Nolan trilogies. I always had one of them on just for that. You know, I feel like Christian Bale took the brooding to the next level, you know? So I was like, okay, there's a version here, you know, that the inspiration came from. So I would just, you know, kind of stay in that place. You know what I would do? Remember, Scar, I would do, before we'd start, I'd go, where is she? Christian Bale, that kind of would get me into it. Everybody would love that one.
Really? And then before I go, we're running out of time, so before I go, I can't not mention the lucha libre, because obviously, you know, you've got these 2 lucha libre masks, and that it plays a lot more of a pivotal role in the series than I expected. And you really do get down and dirty and do some kind of impressive moves. Was that something that you'd already kind of done at Madonna J after you'd done something like that before previously, or was that something that you had to actually train to do in the series?
Well, specifically the luchador stuff and the lucha moves, I had to learn. You know, I didn't know how to do the huracañas and all these incredible movements. I didn't understand the teamwork aspect of it either. You know, because when you see it, you're like, whoa, how did he do this? How did she do this? But then you realize, oh, they're working together, you know, to do these moves and these incredible feats. So we had to learn. They taught us. James Liu, our stunt coordinator, taught us everything we needed to know to look our best and to be the superheroes we had to be.
Oh, fantastic. You did a great job. Yeah. Well, listen, thank you so much for your time, guys. I wish you the best of luck with the series when it comes out on Superhero Day, I believe. And yes. I hope to speak to you again sometime soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks very much for speaking. Cheers then.
This is Surveillance.
So exciting.
Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Guys.
That one's on me.
Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion premiere event Friday, June 3rd on Disney Channel. Living La Vida Ultra.